train every day. I've studied over 150 of the top performers in door-to-door sales, and every single one of them is going to say I became obsessed, and I still am obsessed and humble to say I need to train every day. So whether it's watching Door-to-Door University, and we have thousands of videos in there. I don't think anyone has completed every single video that we put in there, and we continue to put videos in there. Or whether it's just your company's videos, whether it's YouTube, whether it's podcast, something that is relevant to sales training. What's up guys, Sam Taggart here with the DDD Experts, and in this video we're going to go over how to have a successful summer. Now you should be somebody shipping out to summer, maybe getting ready, maybe you just started the summer when you're watching this, but this is how to have 4 successful tips on being the ultimate all-star when it comes to summer sales. Now you really only have 100 to 120 days out there, so we need to make sure we maximize every single day. And so tip number 1 is start fast and fast. Now what I mean by this is you oftentimes have a lot of energy going into the summer to start fast, but make sure that you have big numbers, big days. You put yourself in areas that are super successful at the beginning so that way you keep your momentum high, you set the bar high, because if you have a slow start and it's kind of like nah, it's really hard to go pick it up in June, July. So what my suggestion is set your waterline high, meaning if I have 10 in a week, that's my base. Now it's starting from there versus 0 weeks or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And it's like, well, I always can fall back on the complacent version of me of how I started. And then end fast. Don't slow down. Don't be somebody that's like, a runner that's slowing down before the finish line. Run all the way through the finish line, and then you can pack your bags, go home just as fine and dandy, complacent because you made a ton of money. Tip number 2, train every day all summer. It isn't something that's like, oh, I did the training manual, or oh, I did the training videos one time. Train every day. I've studied over 150 of the top performers in door-to-door sales, and every single one of them is going to say I became obsessed, and I still am obsessed and humble to say I need to train every day. So whether it's watching Door-to-Door University, and we have thousands of videos in there. I don't think anyone has completed every single video that we put in there, and we continue to put videos in there. Or whether it's just your company's videos, whether it's YouTube, whether it's podcast, something that is relevant to sales training. Not something that's like hype, not something that's this. It's like sales and mindset training that's applicable exactly to what you're doing now. Don't get lost in the weeds of good content, but it's nothing that's really applicable to the exact tactical, technical, and mental skill sets that you need to develop to go become a top performer. Tip number 3, don't cut the hours short. The reason I say this is so often it's like, okay, we start at 2 o'clock and we end at 9 o'clock. Well, 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock are hard deadlines, meaning if you start at 2:15, that's a sin. If you start at 3, you should be calling your manager saying, I apologize, I have been late and I'm cutting it short. Don't take breaks. Don't be somebody that's like, oh, I'm gonna sit on the curb, I'm gonna go to McDonald's for an hour. 20 minutes. 20 minutes turns into an hour. Gas station turns into 2 hours. I promise you, being efficient with those hours is gonna make you a ton more money. So don't cut yourself short of the hours. And it's really easy to call it dark come 7 o'clock, dark come 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm getting my face kicked in, it's hot, I wanna go home, I'm not having good success. It's easy to cut those hours short early. Be somebody that's knocking on a door at 9:15 at night, and that's your last door. Don't cut yourself short of the hours. Tip number 4, buy into the tournaments and the competitions your company offers you. If your company doesn't offer you tournaments, join our National Knocking League. We have a tournament that goes on all summer for solar roofing and pests that's industry-wide, playing on a high level that helps you take this to a sport-like mentality versus a commission mentality. The commission mentality, the rep that looks at his paycheck every Friday says, ooh, I've got enough in my bank account to pay my rent, to go to the movies, and to do whatever's fun. Don't be that rep. Don't look at your bank account and say, I compete to win, whether that's you're moving your way up in the leaderboard, whether that's you're moving your way up in a competition, whether that's you're just beating somebody out of ego, whether that's you're throwing down somebody in another team. Whatever that looks like, play the game of a sport. Now, maybe you didn't compete, maybe you're in music or drama or whatever. Just take this to play the height of your intelligence and say, I'm gonna be the best version of me, and I'm gonna treat this like The fulfillment's gonna come with beating myself sometimes, becoming my best week, my best month, my best day, and taking those to heart. Maybe you're like, oh, they're giving away a hat, they're giving away a shirt. I don't care for that. It's not about the hat or the shirt, it's about the pride of winning. So hopefully these 4 tips help you have a really successful summer. Again, if you like this video, hit subscribe. We'd love to hear your feedback and drop a comment below. Much love, and see you guys out in the streets.